Hi, Ethan. Hope you had a really fun Olympic day yesterday. I saw a lot of pictures on Facebook, so I was really thankful that you guys got to have it and that the pollution didn't stop you. Okay, here's a problem that your mom sent me that you missed on one of your papers, and I just want to go over some things so that you feel clear going back into class on Monday. It says the gardener had 10 pounds of soil. He used 5/8 of the soil for his garden. I'm going to circle this word right here because we're going to talk about this word in a little bit more. And so we want to know how many pounds did he use. So if you're thinking in your mathematical mind, so 5/8, 4/8 would be half of that, which would be 5 pounds. So you know it's going to be a little bit more than 5 pounds because we know our math reasoning. So let me show you how that problem would work out in an expression. So when it says of, we can use multiplication. So we say we want 5/8 of 10. And so to solve that, we can just say 5 times 10. I think you know how to do this pretty well. So we have 58. Okay, so I've already been thinking through. It's about a little more than half. So I want to take 50 divided by 8. And so I'm going to just draw a little quick. So I know that that's going to be 5, the whole number 5, because that would be, oh no, not 5. It would be 6, because I know that 6 times 8 is 48, and then that would leave us 2 8s left over. So when I think about 10 pounds, and I know, like, is that reasonable? If he used 5/8 of the soil for his garden, could I say it's reasonable that he used 6 and 2/8 pounds? Would that be reasonable? Okay, so when you're thinking, I always want you to think of the whole, which is 10, and parts of that whole. So the answer would be, how many pounds did he use? He used 6, and we can change that to 1/4 if we reduce our fraction, pounds of soil for his garden. I hope that helps and makes sense. I'm going to do a couple like these so that you have it in your brain mathematically what this means. Okay, so the next question says, how much soil does he have left? And so if we know he had 10 pounds to start with, and he used 6 2/3, then we just need to subtract 6 2/3 from 10 pounds. Do you remember how to subtract fractions? I think you do, so I'm just going to stop at this point, and I want to just go over a couple of things with you about the word of on the next couple of slides. Okay, I want you to look at this tape diagram. We have 6 as the whole, so we know that 2 objects go in each thing, right? So we know that 2, 2, and 2 is 6. But let's take a look at this problem. Okay, so I've colored in one part of the 3. 1/3 of 6 is, and we have 2 objects there. I want to show you right along this that when we use the word of, we can use multiplication. So let's just try that and see if it's the same answer. So 1/3 of 6 would equal 6/3, which would equal 2. So I want you to see the comparison. I drew the model. I did this in I did kind of an equation. 1/3 of 6 is 2. And then I did the multiplication. So when you see the word of, remember you can use that as multiplication, but I wanted to see you to see it visually. So if we did the same thing, if we did 2/3 of 6, it would be 4. And if you multiply that, you're going to get the same answer. If you said 2/3 times 6, you would also get 4. So I wanted to do that, draw it so you got it in your mind. Okay, so I've drawn a tape model, and we're talking about 6 because I have 6 parts. Okay, so we can say it's something 6. So let's just say that I have a total of 24. Okay, so you know that 4, because you're great at multiplication, you know that you're going to have 4 objects in each of these parts, because they have to be equal. So what I want you to do is I want you to do 2 problems for me. Okay? I want you to do 1/6 of 24. And remember to write it as a multiplication problem 2, because you can see it up here. And then I want you to do the problem 5/6 of 24 and write it as a multiplication. And do that just so that you can practice this one simple problem in your brain. Okay? Okay, if you still have your homework from lesson 10, because I don't think you probably turned it in, I want you to look at this. Number 10, number 5, because I feel like we didn't walk through it enough. So I want to just show you A. 3/4 of 3, we're trying to find August. And so it says she bought 3/4 of January's total in August. So January's was 3, 3/4 of 3, and so that's how we would get the amount of pounds for August. So you can put that in the chart. Now let's look at B. In B, this is a little confusing, so I want you to read it carefully a couple of times, and then I want you to look at this equation. It says that she bought 7/8 as much as, and when we do as much as, we know that that's multiplication. In April, we don't know how much April is. But then it says, as she did in October and July combined. Combined means put together. So if you look here, 3/4 was combined pounds in October and 1 1/4 in July. So we combine those two, we add them together. And so if you do this, you will find April's. And April's ends up being 1 3/4. So check your addition, your multiplication, and then put April's in the chart. Because when you get down to E, it says, then you have to figure out June's. But then when you get down to E, remember you have to add them all together. Okay, Ethan, after doing this video, if you have any questions, I want you to email them to me. If you're still confused, I want to make sure that you're understanding before you go into math on Monday. And so I'll try to touch base with you. I'll watch for your email. And then also, if you're having any trouble Monday through Wednesday, please email me so I know what to cover on Thursday so I can best help you. Okay, I will see you next Thursday. Bye.